Welcome back to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Patrick McIsaac along with Trent Haston. We are your hosts. Woohoo! We're glad you're spending your Sunday morning with us. Whether you're in the car or on the couch, you are always at home with Roby. Visit us at andrewroby.com today or click on the At Home with Roby tab on WBT.com to learn more. We are now joined by Marc Williams from the Sporting Gent. Marc.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I got to tell a quick story about the Sporting Gent, and I've told this to Marc a couple of times. I've known about Marc's store for about 2 years now, maybe a year and a half, and I have been petrified to go in, only because I know the type of stuff he sells is marketed directly towards somebody like me. So I knew the second he got me in there, I would probably be in quite a bit. And I think there was a stretch where I was in there 3 days in a row.
4 days in a row?
Yeah. In fact, your dog Quinn and I have formed a relationship. So next time I come, I'll be sure to bring Quinn a dog
I mean,
biscuit.
you are, for that stretch of time, our number one customer.
Wow.
Thank you for paying April's rent.
A 3 day stretch. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Honey, I hope you're not listening to this show right now.
Tapped out that Honey Don't account, didn't you?
Yeah. Honey Don't. Marc, tell us a little bit about your business. You had a catchphrase, a motto, which I think really describes what you do well.
Yeah. So the name is kind of indicative of what we're about. It's the Sporting Gent. So we're the sporting side and the gent side, and our tagline is bow ties to dry flies. That's our spectrum. It's a lifestyle store.
It's the modernized version of party in the business.
Yeah,
in the front,
that's absolutely.
party in the
That's
back.
right. Yeah,
Joe Dirt.
Now
we're Kenny Powers with some class.
Right, Kenny Powers
Yeah.
is my hit.
Absolutely. Yeah. And,
You said a word there, lifestyle.
yeah, absolutely.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
So, I mean, really, we look at it as we did this whole thing back in the fall about having a field day. And the field day to us, to me, is not just the hunting part, you know, the bird dog, the quail flush, and then you're done. It's the bird dog, the quail flush, the shot, and then hanging out with your buddies on the front porch of the cabin or the lodge or wherever you're at, the plantation, and hanging out and having a good time. It's a field day. And so when I opened the store about 2.5 years ago, that's the whole thing I wanted to serve, is that it's not just the hunting part, it's not just the casual clothing part, it's the whole thing. So we've got everything across that spectrum. Like I said, bow ties to dry flies. I mean, that's our spectrum. That's what we serve at the store. We are purveyors of this lifestyle, purveyors of this field day. So we've got everything from button downs to bow ties to nice loafers to field boots. Best pair of field pants I ever had in my life. Fly rods from Orvis, all kinds of stuff. So it's a clubhouse that sells stuff.
So you said a word that resonates with me,
Sure.
bird dog.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the Roby family of companies' business model is me being narcissistic and thinking that I'm the best bird dog for my clients. I tell the story, if one of our clients, barber or beautician, dies, even if it's a woman, or moves away, and they need to know where to go get their hair did, they call me and say, "We know you're not in this business, but you know what's going on in this type of world." Kind of like what you're selling the same thing, talking about bird dog.
I think that you have to look outside of what your marketed purpose is and be a resource for people across the board, no matter what it is. I mean, I'm not necessarily in the business of selling Patrick a shirt, lots of shirts, because he shops a lot.
That's not true. It's not true. It's like 2 shirts. I just wear them all the time.
So they have, well, then I need to sell you some more shirts so we get them a little bit more in the rotation. No, it's more about, I always tell folks and tell the folks that work at the shop that we're in the business of helping people find what they want. If we have it and we can provide it to them, great. If we can't, we'll still help them find
You're
it.
the networker. You're the bird dog.
Yeah,
and it is. I mean, talking about next generation and how you got to evolve and you got to throw nostalgia out. I was, first segment before giving James a hard time about how his office is so cool and casual. It's really awesome. And you go in your store, the first thing Patrick said, he didn't even realize it, is him and your dog and Patrick have this great relationship. I mean, come on. You don't get licked by the bird dog when you go into Belt, right?
No.
And Belt's a great store.
Yeah.
But
And you can
different.
find, and we're kind of, I always said, if I'm going to do this, because before I opened the store, I was in marketing. And I like this weekend, it was a big week. I did a lot of work in NASCAR. And then I decided that I had this idea for this shop in the back of the head. I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to open the coolest place I can possibly think of, right? And because if I'm going to go shop somewhere, I want it to have all the stuff that I want. I want it to be fun to hang out in, comfortable, And so that's what we're trying to do. Every day we try to take a step forward in that direction. We just built a deck out in front of the store just to have some fun on. I mean, we throw parties. 3 weeks ago, I cooked 70 pounds of crawfish on it.
He told me the deck has two purposes, the band and the grill.
That's right.
That's right.
That's your new clothing store, folks.
Yeah.
I actually was my daughter and I came to the event you had with the crawfish, plural. Crawfish, is that right?
Mud bugs.
Not crayfish.
Crawfish.
Mud bugs.
Mud bugs.
I can say that much better. Folks, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to At Home with Roby. Visit us today at andrewroby.com or give us a call at 704-334-5477. We're still here with Mark Williams of the Sporting Gent. Mark, James earlier said something about the customer experience, and it sounds like you're kind of going down the same path. Trent talking about Quinn giving me a kiss on the hand when I walk in the door, that kind of deal. And I have to say, you guys do an excellent job of the customer experience. You have an associate, Nick, who, when you're not there, does a good job of representing your brand as well. Talk to us a little bit more about, you got Father's Day coming up, you got some promotions, some sales. Is that true?
Yeah, so this is Mech Deck Week at the Sporting Gent. And
Man, you got so many cool terminology that I don't understand. I'm slow.
No, that's all right. I mean, it's fun coming up with that stuff. I mean, I walk in the store and said, if we don't have fun today, it's a heck of a lot like work, right? So we come to the store. Mech Deck is the Mecklenburg Declaration of Independence, right? May 20th, 1775. Mecklenburg County declared independence from Great Britain. So it's a big week for us. I really like that historical date, and we try to educate as many people as possible on it. So we take advantage of that, and it falls nicely between May 20th and Memorial Day. So we run some sales and some specials this week at the store and kind of get people a little who are on an early jump on Father's Day to get some really cool stuff for their dad or their dad or somebody else's dad or friends, whoever you're shopping for. We've got all kinds of cool stuff going on this week and always try to throw some kind of party and do something. I mean, like I said, we're a neighborhood shop.
Well,
So
I tell this story all the time. I say I'm a God-fearing Christian. I was born on earth. Then I'm an American by God. Then I'm a North Carolinian. And then I'm a Mecklenburg County born and bred citizen.
Absolutely.
Mech Deck is the day.
Mech Deck. Mark, tell us what's your address again? You're working on some online e-commerce type stuff. I know you
That's
might not
right.
quite be there. Can you tell us where you are with that?
So we're working on excuse me. We're working on building out our new site. So we have an online store.
James
so
could help you with that.
Absolutely.
I was teeing him up.
I was just getting ready to say that's the ones and zeros and ones part of the world. I understand what y'all do far much more than what James does from a computer standpoint. So we've been building our online shop, and our website is thesportinggent.com. Easy as that. And we sell a lot of our own stuff on there. We're making our own clothing now, and some other really cool things, like we've got Yetis in the store and Holland and all kinds of really unique stuff to us. And then we're located on Selwyn Avenue at 2848 Selwyn, which is right kind of near Little Spoon Restaurant and Mellow Mushroom and
across the street from Selwyn Pub.
Across the street from
Not
Selwyn
that I know
Pub.
where that is.
We've got our mini Selwyn Pub now on that deck. But,
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. Watch out.
You're in the trendy area.
Yeah. I mean, and I live 100 yards from the store, so it helps out.
So what made you in the PR world, what made you say, I want to jump off this cliff and start my own business?
I do not know if it's a moment of clarity or insanity yet, but, the nice part about it is we've been having a lot of fun, and knock on wood, it continues. But there's the cool part about being an entrepreneur is you can walk into work every morning and say, what am I going to do today to improve my business? And there's nobody to stop you from doing it. You can let people stop you, but in reality, there's nobody to stop you.
There's a lot of people that say no.
Right.
You shouldn't do that. You're an idiot.
But you know what? If you listen to everybody who told you that all the time, you wouldn't be where you're
I
at. Your
punch him
daddy
in the
wouldn't
eye.
have been where
I
he's
punch
at.
him in the eye.
But Trent punches people. It's the third time, right?
God,
No, he doesn't.
I'm a
do
peaceful
that. No,
person.
he is. Mark, tell us the store hours. I think you're closed on Sunday.
Closed on Sunday. Everybody deserves a break on Sundays.
Today's not a good day to go, but Monday through Saturday, you're
10 to 6. We're there 10 to 6 every Saturday, Monday through Saturday, hanging out, having a good time.
Mark, thank you so much. Thanks for being on the show today. We really appreciate your store and you being here. Folks, you're listening to the At Home with Roby show. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks, guys.